And welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone's had a great weekend and a great Monday morning. So, guys, I came with an earlier video than I usually do today. Just bring up the transfer deadline day. So, I'm going to bring you two videos today, guys. So I'm going to be live today, and I'm going to be live a bit later on today at 6 o'clock. A lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about, not just about Liverpool Football Club, but a lot of signings all the way around at this moment in time. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Diaz deal, the Fabio Carvalho deal. It seems a bit on and off at the moment. Not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about, guys. So buckle in. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's ready for this. A couple of people in the chat. Cameron Hamilton, great signings, can't wait. Exactly. Kai, hope you're well. Yes, Jay, how you doing? I'm doing really good. Hope everyone else is doing really well today. Had a good weekend. I do know one thing, I am bloody freezing. It is proper cold today. I know that. I am absolutely freezing. But yeah, obviously, before we get into this Liverpool news, Brentford signing Christian Eriksen. Now, that's for me amazing. Christian Eriksen coming back to the Premier League after everything that happened at the Euros. You know, having a heart attack. I mean, we all thought the man could have died there and then on the pitch at the Euros. So he's making his big comeback. Obviously, in Italy, you can't play with a pacemaker; it's not allowed. So he had to move. Brentford had taken a chance on him. He's passed his medical. You know, and wow, good up. It's really good to see him. You know, I hope he does really well. Christian Eriksen, very talented player. I'm glad he's playing football again after all this time. And yeah, Brentford could. That's a great bit of business by Brentford. Even getting him on for 6 months, just getting him for 6 months alone is you know, it's a great signing for Brentford. It's a good signing for Christian Eriksen to get his career back and running again. And all I hope is the best for Christian Eriksen. Um, you know, we all probably saw what happened to him on that day of the Euros. And yeah, I hope he has a great back end of this season with Brentford Football Club. I really do. Some of you, more of you guys in the comments here. Luis Diaz is a serious baller. Jamie, yes, he is, my man. Ali, Fabio Carvalho will sign. Leo, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show, fella. Apparently, it looks unlikely Liverpool will sign Carvalho today. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on there. We'll get into it. John Moore, my man. Hope you're good. The OG of the channel. Hey, Jay, hope you're well and good, my man. And Kai, yeah, I'm glad for Christian. I hope it succeeds at Brentford. So do I. So do I. Just seeing here, Aston Villa left back Matt Target apparently having a medical ahead of a proposed move to Newcastle. So Newcastle extremely busy. Oh, obviously already bought Bruno Guimaraes. Is that how you pronounce it? Bruno Guimaraes, the Brazilian, 30 million. That's a great bit of transfer business. Obviously, they've already got Trippier in, Chris Wood. Obviously, for Liverpool, there's rumours that Newcastle and Burnley want Divock Origi. Now, I don't think the Burnley thing will happen because Burnley have just bought the striker from Wolfsburg from the Bundesliga today. So yeah, it's just gone through. So I don't think the Origi thing will happen. Yeah, so there's a lot to talk about. But yeah, Newcastle are doing bits. Obviously, we know Everton have just employed Frank Lampard to be their new manager, which is yeah, it's different. I don't know how Frank Lampard gets getting big jobs. You know, he took Derby from 6th to 6th, and he took Chelsea from 3rd to 4th, and now he gets the Everton job. Oh, I don't know, but it's like wait for the Lampard versus Gerrard crap to happen again. Should be fun. John, brilliant to see Christian back. Looking forward to seeing him play. Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling he'll sign, says Ali. Newcastle doing business. Yes, they are. Jamie Bournemouth, Phillips, and Nico thoughts. Nico Williams to Bournemouth would be an excellent move. I think that'll work really well for him. Phillips, see, Nat Phillips, he needs to play football. He's too good of a centre back to be Liverpool's fifth choice. He needs to play games. Yeah, look, Bournemouth look like they go up. Scott Parker's doing a good job. Bournemouth and Fulham, look, strong teams in that championship. So does he go? Do they both go there now and then play again the following season in the Premier League? If we get good money for him, but I think Nico to Bournemouth would be a good move for him. Really good move. Fair Frank. I can't see Origi going Newcastle. Already have three strikers. Yeah. Origi's a bit stuck. He's a bit stuck. I don't want him to leave. I don't actually want Divock Origi to leave. It's a funny one because, I really like Divock Origi. He's a cult hero, ain't he? Yeah, I don't know. I do like Divock Origi. He's a cult hero. He's always going to be a cult hero, ain't he? We always go love him, but he has been at the club since 2014. Liverpool bought him in 2014, then he stayed a year at Lille, and then we brought him into the club. So yeah, he's a cult hero, but time is time, I suppose. I don't see him getting any minutes anymore. So do we let him go now or the summer? I'm not sure. Leo, come on, Liverpool, get the Carvalho deal over the line. He looks like a real baller. He does. Been looking a lot of Carvalho's stats this morning, and yeah, he's that same mould as Harvey Elliott. He's just a bit more attacking. But yeah, I really like the look of this kid. But Liverpool want to get the deal done now. Fulham want to get the deal done now, but keep him till next season on loan because they don't want to go into tribunal in the summer. It'll be a free in the summer. A load of clubs will be in for him, but they don't want to pay. They don't want him to go to tribunal and get less money than they can now. And that's why the transfer's trying to happen now. We'll see. Phillips is better than Bournemouth, surely. Yeah, I think Phillips is, but Bournemouth come up to the Premier League. Nat Phillips is a Premier League defender, but he's a low-level Premier League defender, I'd say. So, Bournemouth, I mean, they're a good little side, Bournemouth. He could have a decent career there, to be fair. He'd be their best defender. Yeah. Ali, they want both on loan. Yeah, they do. My man Grant, Lampard did a job with a shit Chelsea side who couldn't buy anyone until Chelsea used him until Tuchel became viable. I'm not sure about that. I mean, they did buy Kovacic when they weren't meant to buy anybody for 40 million that same season. So I don't know about that. He had a decent squad there. Yeah, I suppose he did all right. As you say, he did get them. He did do all right with them. His job at Derby, he didn't do great. I'm not sure about Lampard. I don't understand why he's getting big jobs. He'll probably do all right at Everton because he can't do any worse than what Everton are doing it already. If Everton do worse now, then they get relegated, don't they? It's as simple as that. So he'll probably do. Everton might be a good level for him, actually. Everton might be a good level for him because he won't be expected to achieve success like he would when he was Chelsea manager. When you're Chelsea manager, you have to get success straight away, and he ain't going to have that pressure on his shoulders. And Everton have got no money to spend at this moment in time because they've wasted hundreds of millions. So they have to be careful because of financial fair play. So they have to be careful a couple of more years. So it might be a job that's suited for him at this time, 2 or 3 years down with Everton, and it might have a good point there. Drifty is going to go mad if we sell Origi. Yeah, he is. Yeah, look, I love Origi. As I say, he's a cult hero. We all love Origi. Yeah, I got it. Look, at the end of the day, we all love Origi, and he is a cult hero at our club. But I think, when he's been at the club since 2014, you think of the players Divock Origi has outlasted. You know, he's outlasted a lot of players, and I just think his time's come. And I want the best for Divock Origi. I want him to go to a club where he can bang goals, because I do think Divock Origi, if you make him your number one striker, he'll get you 15, 20 goals a season. I really do think he can. I really do think he can get you 15 to 20 goals a season if you give him the opportunity and let him run with it. Shot Newcastle haven't coming for Phillips would be brilliant for them. Yeah, there was a lot of rumours, weren't there, that Newcastle at the beginning of the transfer market were coming in for him. Have they got Dan Burn now, John? I think they went in for Dan Burn, didn't they? But I think Brighton wanted more money. I want them to sell Origi just to see Drifty get mad. That's a bit harsh, Ali. That's a bit harsh. Kai Devon, so they do. I would have sold Firmino before Origi. Yeah, Tacky. But Tacky come out today and said he's not going anywhere. So Tacky's laying down a marker, guys. And going, big respect to Tacky, going, I'm not going nowhere. They bought him for 8 million. I think, okay. They got him. Did they not, Jim? Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. You'll have to tell me about the Dan Burn one. Last time I heard, Brighton wanted more money, but if they got him, they got him. Brighton, Newcastle doing bits in this transfer window. I think their spending is almost up to 100 million already. We always knew they would go get him, go do this. I mean, Matt Target as a left back for Newcastle, I think that's a great bit of business. It's a loan deal. But you have Matt Target on the left and Trippier on the right. That's completely better than what they had already. They've upgraded their fullbacks in one transfer window. So credit to Newcastle. Obviously, Gomes in midfield he's got to do bits. And they just. I still don't know if they'll get the goals. That's my only problem. I don't think Chris Wood's good enough. So I just don't know if they still get the goals at this moment in time. Let's talk about this one quickly. Barcelona remaining talks with Arsenal over a loan signing over Pierre Aubameyang. Now, this is a strange one. Now, Arsenal, apparently, if they let Aubameyang go, they have only got Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette as their Lacazette or Lacazette, whatever you want to call them, let's take the piss. Lacazette as their only two forwards. I don't know what's going on at Arsenal now. A lot of Arsenal fans are saying is that because they've got no Europe, they're out of all the cups already in January. Out of all the cups, they're not in Europe, so they're only going to play once a week in the league. So Arsenal fans are like, we don't need this massive squad at the moment. Let's get rid of all these players, that we don't need to go again in the summer. But they're meant to be chasing top four. And I don't see how they're going to get top four at this moment in time when if they've only got two forwards. And Eddie Nketiah is not good enough. Lacazette ain't good enough. They're not good enough for Arsenal. And they need... I don't know what's going on at that football club. I mean, I remember back in the day when Arsenal was a massive club. We only got to go back, early 2000s. The early 2000s, it was Arsenal and Man United in this league fighting for everything. And look how far they've fallen behind. This is why we shouldn't take things for granted. It's why we shouldn't take where we are in position that we are right now for granted and just enjoy every moment, because football just turns around all the time. We're at this moment in time, like we're second in the league, we're in all the cups, in Champions League, we're buying fabulous footballers, we've got a fabulous squad, but it turns around really quickly. So, we're lucky at this moment in time, but don't take it all for granted, guys. Don't take it all for granted, because I say, look how Man United and Arsenal are at this moment in time. But we can laugh and take the piss out of them because it is funny. But we just got to, remember it will eventually turn full circle again. And them two teams will come back again. But Arsenal, I don't know their transfer policy. I think, is it Edu? Is their is their director of football over there? I have no idea what he's doing. I have no idea. John says, no, Jamie. No, sorry, Jamie. They haven't got him yet. They've agreed a deal 30 million for Dan, but not signed yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they did come in with original 8 million, and but they wanted a bit more money, and they've come in for him a bit more now. Kai, Arsenal have done him. Arsenal have done him dirty, completely banished from the club, and they let Jack Wilshere go to Dubai training and not Aubameyang. Yeah, it's weird, ain't it? Look, I know Aubameyang messed them about. Told him he was injured and all that stuff. Couldn't come to training, went and got a tattoo and all that nonsense. Yeah, that's stupid. Fine him. Maybe take him out of the team for a 1 or 2 matches. But what they've done there is completely and utterly just put him to one side and said he's not welcome at this football club ever again. And I'm looking at Arsenal thinking, you haven't got any luxuries there to fall back on. Aubameyang's your goal scorer. No one else scores goals for your club but Aubameyang. And you want to just put him to one side and forget about him. Yes, he's done you dirty, but at the end of the day, you've got to think about the bigger picture. You're trying to get top 4 football. Use him to get top 4 football and then get that position and then get rid of him in the summer and get someone else in. Not doing the way they're doing it at the moment is ridiculous. And he's going to go to Barcelona. Now, if he goes to Barcelona, no matter the state Barcelona are in at the moment, Barcelona are still a better football club than Arsenal Football Club. So Aubameyang wins anyway. He's going to go to Barcelona. And he'll bang goals in Spain. I wouldn't be surprised if he bangs goals in for Barcelona. And Arsenal will go look the fool. But then if he does banging goals for Barcelona, they might get a better transfer deal for him and get a bit more money for him. But it's that I don't think Arsenal are doing anything correctly this transfer window. Apparently, Isaac, is it? They were talking about coming in, because he was spotted in London. So Alexander Isaac was apparently spotted in London because there was a car with the registration A Isaac or something like that. And everyone put 2 and 2 together. Now, yes, he could have been in London. London's an amazing city. It's one of the biggest, most famous cities in the world. He might have been here to do a bit of shopping. He's rich enough to come in and out in one day. But no, they put 2 and 2 together and all of a sudden, Alexander Isak's coming. And then and now Real Sociedad have been saying, yeah, well, if you do want him, you've got to pay his release clause, which is 90 million euros or 75 million pounds. That's his release clause. So, and I've seen Alexander Isak and he's not worth 75 million, 90 million euros. Not at this moment in time in his career either. Maybe in a couple of years' time, he will be worth that much money. But do you take a chance on him now? So do Arsenal just go, right, we'll pay that release clause now, take that chance on him, and know you're getting your money's worth in a couple of years' time? Or do you wait a couple of years when he looks like he's worth it and then go for him? Yeah, Arsenal's stuck. They're completely stuck. Oh, hang on. What was that I just saw? Hang on, I just saw some breaking news, guys. 1 second. There you go. Breaking news, guys. Bournemouth. So it's over. Bournemouth have agreed a deal with Liverpool to sign Nat Phillips on loan. So Nathaniel Phillips is going to Bournemouth on loan, guys. Breaking news there, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news, guys. So Nat Phillips is going to Bournemouth on loan. Just been announced. Well, what does everyone think about that? Let me know in the comments, guys, what you all think about that. Because we were just talking about Bournemouth and Nat Phillips, and it looks like he's going there on loan. So it's a bit of a strange one for me. That's a bit of a football, is it? Yeah. So guys, that is going to be on loan for the rest of the season with an option to buy. I think if they get promoted. So yeah. So Nat Phillips looks like he's on his way to Bournemouth on loan. Yeah, breaking news there on the screen now, John. Nat Phillips to Bournemouth on loan. Apparently, that's just been the. It's just come up on the deadline day news. Yeah. So yeah, that's. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, guys. Nat Phillips will be going to Bournemouth on loan for the rest of the season. Probably, I don't know if there's an option to buy in at the moment in time. They're not telling us, but I'm going to expect there's an option to buy in that. Look, as we said, Nat Phillips needs to play football. He's 25 years of age. He's a good centre back. He's had a good experience last season being in the Liverpool team, getting us into the top four. He's had Champions League experience. He's played at the San Siro. Yeah, Bournemouth agreed a deal with Liverpool to sign Nat Phillips on loan. That's all's been said at the moment. As soon as I get more news on that, while we're live, guys, I will let you know. John, fair play to him. I think he's better than that, but yeah, he just needs to play. I think at the end of the day, I think Nat Phillips, no, he just needs to play football and prove his worth. And look, he's got to be one of the best defenders in the Championship for Bournemouth. There's no doubt about that. And he's just going to make Bournemouth stronger for their promotion push. He's just going to make them stronger. And yeah, good luck to him. He's going to have a good 6 months there. Real good 6 months down at the coast. So, guys, let's talk about what we came for, shall we? Luis Diaz is a Liverpool player. Hi, Mary Wallace. How are you? Good omen. 20 league. Good omen. 20 Premier Leagues this season, plus FA Cup, League Cup, and Champions League. That's 23. New number of Diaz. Ooh. Mary figuring things out. Might be a good omen. Welcome to the show, Mary. Mary, I don't know if you just saw the breaking news that Nat Phillips is going to Bournemouth on loan for the rest of the season, but it just happened right now. Good luck, Nat Phillips. You deserve to have a good career. Unfortunately, not at Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, too many good players in front of him, but you know he's going to do bits at Bournemouth. I'm happy for him. Could the Origi be next, Jamie? Well, if a team comes in with the right offer, I think Origi could be gone, but it'd have to be a Premier League team now. What are we? It's 20 past 12 in the afternoon on deadline day. It would have to be a Premier League team now to come in for him to do a medical and all the business, all the paperwork. It'd have to be a Premier League team now. I do think Newcastle might just need another goal scorer. I could just see him at Newcastle doing bits. Are really good. I know Newcastle are interested in Origi and Eddie Nketiah. If I had the choice of the two, I'd go for Origi every day of the week. They got who else they got up there? They got Woods, don't they? Chris Woods. Origi's better than Chris Woods. Yeah, watch out the space for Origi because it could be Origi. Personally, I'd keep Origi till the summer and let Taki go now because I can't see Taki getting any. Taki weren't getting minutes before Diaz's transfer. He's never going to get minutes now. So I'd let Taki go. Just let him go out on loan and then sell him in the summer. You know, let him go out on loan somewhere with an option to buy maybe. But they're looking for almost 20 million for Taki Minamino. So, you know, 20 million is a lot of money for Taki Minamino. But with the Japanese market and the shirt sales, you've got to think that, you know, you could make that money back quite quickly on Taki Minamino. I really want Origi to stay in the league. If not with Liverpool. Yeah. Let's say I love Origi. We'll always love Origi. He's a cult hero. But, you know, I want to see him go somewhere where he can bang goals, and he's just not going to be for Liverpool, is it? I mean, Klopp said it plenty of times. He's a very good footballer, but I'm just never going to play him. Basically, he plays when I need must, but we've just strengthened. And we're going to talk about Diaz now. Am I wrong thinking a club can do a deal with a medical on deadline day? Am I wrong thinking a club can do a deal with a medical? Yeah, you can do it without. Well, it all depends money situation. I remember Man City. Who did they buy? Oh, it was the Dutch. It was a Dutch midfielder. I can't remember his name now. Oh, I can't remember his name now. But Man City bought two players in January, close to deadline day, and they bought him without doing the medical. Did all the paperwork and worried about the medical later, just because they're so rich. I mean, you can do it, especially on deadline day, if you think, he's match fit. But this is the thing: Origi's meant to have been out for the last 3 weeks with an injury. This is my problem with all this. Divock Origi is meant to have been out the last 3 weeks with an injury. So if we're meant to believe that Divock's had been injured all this time, is he going to pass a medical today when he's apparently injured? This is why I say, and I've been saying it on this channel, in my opinion, Divock has not been injured. He's just been sitting out. Divock Origi's always injured, apparently, every January. So if he does go today, on loan or a transfer, then he weren't really injured. It was just they were keeping him by. They didn't want him to get injured, so they could let him go. That's what it looks like to me. But big respect to Divock Origi if he goes today, because the man has done fantastic for the football club. And the city of Liverpool, don't forget, he's putting that grant to Liverpool University and stuff and helping people out, kids out. He's a great bloke. Big respect to him. That's it, De Jong. Yeah. That's the one, De Jong. He was that's the one. Nigel De Jong. I knew it was a Dutch player. Yeah, Nigel De Jong. They bought Nigel De Jong. Didn't worry about the medical. Just paid him. Did all the paperwork and all that, so it was all in on time, so they could sign him. And then they just took his time and just did the medical the next day after deadline day. But if you're that rich and wealthy, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't think he was out at all, just waiting to leave. Yeah, same here. I don't think Divock Origi has been injured either. Like you say, John, I think Origi was just told to, we might be looking to get rid of you this month. We don't want you to get any injuries, so, just stay at home. Right, guys, let's get on with this. Let's talk about the main man while we're all here. Luis Diaz is a Liverpool player. Now, this is fantastic news. As we know, early hours Thursday morning, I was sitting here with my kid, 3 a.m, as some of us dads know, that is the time you get up. And scrolling on Twitter, as you do at 3 o'clock in the morning. What else is there to do if you're awake? And I'm looking through Twitter, and you see some articles from some Portuguese and Colombian journalists talking about Luis Diaz to Liverpool is on. And I'm reading it, and so I've seen these articles and reports. We all have about 100 times before. Sorry, my camera a bit low there. We've seen it all before. We always see Liverpool attracted to every single player, and every single reporter's like, Liverpool are definitely buying him. Liverpool are definitely doing this. This is happening. Get ready. And it's like, yeah, okay, I've seen this before. And I'll keep scrolling, and I see another article, and it's exactly the same article. And then I see this, the main, I've lost his name now, but he was the main reporter on it. Something Pipe, I think his name was. he had all of it. And then he went in one of the spaces on Twitter and was talking to everybody on one of the spaces on Twitter. I think it was just Ham's This Is Football. I think that he was talking with him in his space, and basically saying that, yeah, this is definitely happening. Don't worry, Luis Diaz will be a Liverpool player in the next 24 to 48 hours. And he said, what's his name? Let me know. Paul Joyce. It said Paul Joyce will break the news in the morning. For you guys, Paul Joyce will break this news in the morning. But yeah, Luis Diaz, a Liverpool player. So we all wake up in the morning looking for this news. There's Paul Joyce on Twitter. Liverpool in advanced negotiations with Luis Diaz after Tottenham trying to sign him. So what it was, Luis Diaz was Liverpool's number one summer transfer target, attacker in the summer. But with the interest of Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham Hotspur put in, look, Tottenham Hotspur actually bid more money than we did. This is why Tottenham is so pissed off. This is why Daniel Levy is so angry. Tottenham Hotspur put a higher bid in for Luis Diaz than we did. But Luis Diaz and his agent told Porto to not accept Tottenham's offer because we want to go to Liverpool. Now, I feel bad for Tottenham, but at the end of the day, this is a player who's chose between, I can either play for Tottenham Hotspur or I can play for Liverpool Football Club. He's going to choose Liverpool Football Club every day of the week, ain't he? Let's be fair about this. Tottenham are a great club in their own right, but they're in the middle of they're in the middle of their season where they're getting rid. They don't know what club they are at this moment in time. Are they a Premier League club? They are a Premier League. Are they a Champions winning club? Are they a Champions League club? Are they a Europa League club? Tottenham don't know what they are at the moment. They're too. If they lose a Kane or a Son, their season's over. So he's always going to pick Liverpool over Tottenham Hotspur, even though Tottenham outbid Liverpool by 10 million. Porto did right by the player, held out, let him go to Liverpool. Now the other rumour is that Luis Diaz doesn't like the agent that Tottenham work with. Is it Mendes? And didn't want to work with him either. They didn't want to talk to him either. So yeah, he just waited for Liverpool. He just wanted Liverpool. I mean, playing against us twice this season already, and us spanking them up. I mean, he must have looked at that and gone, Jesus, I want to play for that club. I keep getting smashed up by Liverpool Football Club every time we play in the Champions League. I want to play for that club. So, yeah, look, Luis Diaz is a fantastic signing. It's a great bit of business by Liverpool Football Club. I believe it's 40 million up front and then 15 million in bonuses, but they're called easy bonuses. Sometimes you get bonuses which are like, after he's had 50 international caps, or we eventually get into the Champions League, but you're like Newcastle level team and you put a bonus in when you get Champions League, you get so many millions, that could take years sort of thing. But these are easy bonuses. So the bonuses where after 10 games or, a whole season in Champions League, or, 15, 20 goals, them sort of bonuses. They're going to be easy bonuses that come quite easy, that these payments have come up quite easy. But also Liverpool paying instalments of 14 million over 5 years. So Liverpool, the way Liverpool do business, look, everyone might have a go at FSG and things like that, but Julian Brown and Julian Ward and the team there that did this deal have done an amazing deal. Look, when we decide to go for a player, Liverpool go for that player. If Liverpool really want a player, and I've always said this, if Liverpool desperately want a footballer, they will usually go and get that footballer. Look at Van Dijk. We desperately wanted Van Dijk that summer. Southampton obviously got angry at us because of the tapping up of Van Dijk and all that. We apologised and said we won't come back in for him. And then apparently in January we went back in and we went, right, it's Van Dijk or nobody. Klopp didn't want anyone else. FSG didn't want anyone else. They knew Van Dijk was the man that we wanted. So we waited till January. We got him in. Became the best centre back in the world. He's one of the best centre backs that ever played for Liverpool. And I'm 40 years old, so I can go back and see the Alan Hansons and Mark Lawrensons on this world and stuff like that. And we go back to Sammy Ippias and that. Van Dijk is head and shoulders. He's head and shoulders. Goalkeeper. Jurgen Klopp didn't have a great history of goalkeepers, and he never realised he needed a quality goalkeeper until he came to the Premier League. Yes, we all know the goalkeepers we had before Alisson, but Alisson was there, regarded as the best goalkeeper around at the time. Liverpool went, you know what? We need the best goalkeeper in our goal. We can't keep doing this with the keepers. We can't keep going through your Mingales and crap like that. We need a proper keeper. They went for Alisson, 69 million, I believe, 65 million. Broke the world record for Alisson, broke the world record for a centre-back at the time, both at the time. Got them in, didn't want anyone else. Salah, 30 odd million. Mane, 30 odd million at 24, 25. Diogo Jota at 24, 40 million. The business Liverpool do when they want a player, it's absolutely out of this world. And they've done it again with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is going total around 63 to 64, 65 million at the end of the day. And he's I think he's our third or highest transfer or something like that, fourth highest transfer of ever. And it's going to be worth it, guys. The man is fantastic. He's as techie as it comes. He's as graceful as it comes. He's as quick as it goes. He's probably going to be our quickest forward. You thought Salah and Mane was quick. Wait till you see Diaz in full action. It's just made everything better already. We all us fans, we feel happy. We feel we're all strutting around. We got Luis Diaz. You think how the locker room feels. You think how the changing room feels. You think how them Liverpool players feel now. This season ain't over yet, guys. This season ain't over yet. Before I get into more of this, I'll just get to your chats, because I don't want to forget about you guys. John, don't want him to go, but he deserves to play football. That's a Regan Phillips. LFC Aaron in the house. How you, fella? Hope you're good, my man. Hope you're doing good on this chilly Monday. Hi, Jamie in chat. What's the latest on Origi? Well, at the moment in time, there's nothing coming out about Origi at this moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if it might be a loan deal a bit later on. But at this moment in time, there is no news about Divock Origi. John, Liverpool just showed Tottenham who the bigger team is. Well, yeah, I mean, by quite a bit. Talking about that, did anyone see that non-league player turned down Tottenham Hotspur? I can't believe that. So Tottenham went for this non-league player. I can't remember. I think he might. I can't remember what position he plays in right now. But Tottenham Hotspur went in for a non-league footballer, and yeah, they he turned Tottenham down. Now apparently he's an Arsenal fan. He's a gooner. So that might be why he turned Tottenham down. But I swear, Doherty's at Tottenham and he's an Arsenal fan. But he got turned down by a non-league player. I mean, getting turned down for Luis Diaz for Liverpool, yeah, that's hard to take, but you can take it. Getting turned down by a non-league player is a spit in the face. I know Tottenham have then gone and bought Bentancur and that winger from Juventus. I'm not going to pronounce his name because I don't know how to pronounce it. But I know they got them in. Bentancur is a player people have been talking about for years, it seems, and no one's really ever taken the punt on him. So maybe he will be decent. Conte obviously knows what he's doing over at Tottenham. So yeah, Bentancur could be one of the better transfers anyone's done this January. If the quality everyone talks about he's had and how special he is, Yeah, he lives up to it. Yeah, that could be a big transfer for Tottenham. Give it. Got to give it to Liverpool when they want a player. They just get the deal done. No effing about. Yeah, no, that's right. It's right, John. Like I keep saying, yes, we get annoyed with FSG because they don't put their hand in their pockets enough and just give us that little bit. It's like we never want us Liverpool fans. We're not crying out for £100 million players all the time, like the Mbappes and Messis and Ronaldos of this world and stuff like that. We just want quality footballers that don't cost around what did we just pay for Diaz. And when you do that, we're all happy and no one will get on your back, you know. Good afternoon, Jamie. Hello, John Conway. Hope you're good, my man. How are you? He's very like Suarez for me. Yeah. Just hope he's not as hungry on the pitch, eh? Jamie, a bit off topic. What did you think of Pepe Reina? Because I like him, underrated. He's a bit off topic, but yes, I'll answer it. Pepe Reina was a fantastic goalkeeper, and we all talk about goalkeepers are good with their goalkeepers have to be now with their feet and their starting plays from the back. Pepe Reina used to do that back in the day. So we're talking about when did he join Liverpool? 2006, wasn't it? So we're going all the way back to 2006 when he joined Liverpool. 2006, 2007 season, I believe. Yeah, because it was the year after the Champions League. So we're going back a long way. Pepe Reina was really good with his feet. He was really good with his distribution. He was a very good goalkeeper. He was very agile, good penalty saver. Very, very good shot stopper. Maybe a bit. His concentration was good. He's a very good goalkeeper. I'll never understand to this day why Brendan Rodgers, when he came to Liverpool, decided that Pepe Reina needed to leave and get Simon Mignolet to replace him. That made no sense to me because Simon Mignolet, look, decent lad, Simon Mignolet, decent bloke, not going to get on him, but he's nowhere near as good a goalkeeper as Pepe Reina. So that decision back then, I always found crazy. But Reina, yeah, it was great for us, no doubt. But it was before his time, because we're all talking about distribution from goalkeepers now. You know, you go back even further. Peter Schmeichel, he had one of the best distributions I've ever seen from a goalkeeper. But he didn't use his feet; it was just his throws. He could throw the ball to the other goal. You know, so yeah, these goalkeepers of the past could easily play in the goalkeepers of today. Aaron, okay, thanks. TSC, Sean, how are you? When is the presentation, Luis Diaz? Well, what's going to hold up that is because they're in South America at the moment, because all the South Americans are playing World Cup qualifiers. I think they got Argentina today, is it? And then you've got to wait for UEFA clearancing and obviously visas and all that stuff. So I would expect him in the country. What are we today? Monday. I would expect him in the country by the end of the week. Expect him in the country by the end of the week. You know, it might be too late to play the Cardiff game. I think we play Cardiff on Saturday at 12 o'clock. It depends when he's registered. If he's in the country by Thursday, presentation by Thursday at the AXA Training Centre. He might be in the squad for Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping so. But welcome to the channel, my man. Hope you subscribed, like what you're seeing. I'm on again later today at 6 o'clock, running down the last couple of hours. Well, I'm going to be on from 6 o'clock till about 8 o'clock, running down the rest of the transfer deadline later on today, guys. So catch me again at 6 o'clock. And then I am on Statman Stubbs' channel. I think around 9 o'clock to do the quiz tonight. So yeah, I'm on all day on various channels. John, we don't want big players. We just want the right players. Exactly. Liverpool's transfer market, the way Liverpool are in a transfer market, we don't usually get it wrong. Look at the players we have bought. transfer strategies up there with some of the best. And you see now, a lot of teams have worked out Liverpool in their transfer market. So when Liverpool go for a player, certain clubs are like, why are Liverpool going for that player? He weren't on our radar. What did Liverpool think of him? If Liverpool going for that player, he must be an half decent, because Liverpool don't get their transfer things that wrong. Look at their history the last few years. Why aren't we looking at him? And because I think other clubs have worked that out now, Liverpool are keeping more quiet about transfers than they used to. I mean, this Diaz thing come out of nowhere, didn't it? I mean, come out literally. I know Tottenham were going for him, but it came out of nowhere. Made us move quicker. Yeah, Liverpool go about their transfer business extremely quietly, but go very direct. They don't hang about. If they want a player like this Luis Diaz, like Van Dijk's, like Salah's, like Mane's, this world, Liverpool just go for them. Just go for them and get the job done. Look at Fabinho. So we played the Champions League against Real Madrid. We lost that Champions League game. A few days later, Fabinho signed for Liverpool. Did anyone even know Liverpool were even in discussions about buying Fabinho? Because I didn't. I didn't even know there was a rumour about it. And all of a sudden, Liverpool bought him. That's how Liverpool roll. That's why Fabrizio Romano never knows Liverpool transfers. That's why he always gets it wrong, because Liverpool don't talk to him about anything. And then he finds out secondhand from people like Paul Joyce and all that. If you want to follow anyone for Liverpool transfers, if you want to follow people, the right person to follow is Paul Joyce. Follow Paul Joyce, because if he says Liverpool are in for a certain player or are interested or looking at a certain player, you could take that as truth. So follow Paul Joyce. Don't worry about what anyone else in this country says about, reporting about Liverpool. Paul Joyce is the man you should follow. John Conway, good. Thank you, Jamie. How are you? I am fantastic, John. Thank you very much, my man. Do you think Minamino was just profit purpose, then quality, Jamie? Yeah, I think I do. I think it shows, because as soon as he came to the club, yes, it was hard for him to get used to Liverpool. A whole different language to learn. The UK is a completely different world to Japan, and then to Austria. And it's just, I think when he first came, he looks like a shy lad. He looks like a quiet lad, and I can imagine the changing room is very, brash and noisy with the boys in our team, and I can see it was probably quite hard for him to settle, and I don't think he's ever settled. I don't think English football suits Taki Minamino. I don't think the English game suits him. I think there is a player in Taki Minamino that I saw him put Van Dijk on his arse. When we played that Champions League game, he put Van Dijk on his arse. How many players do that? You know what I mean? There's a player in Taki Minamino. He is a good footballer. He's got a good international record. He's Japan's number one player, probably. And I just don't think English football suits him. And I think Klopp figured that out quite quickly. And but obviously shirt sales help. Of course they do. Same with Luis Diaz. Look, we're going for like 50 million Colombians all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Supporting Liverpool, it helps. Liverpool had the third highest. So only Real Madrid and Bayern Munich sold more shirts worldwide than Liverpool Football Club over the last 12 months, I believe. So that tells you right there that, Liverpool, probably the third biggest football team in the world behind Bayern Munich and Real Madrid at this moment in time. So that is, that will be from Minamino as well. Minamino selling shirts in Japan. They're going to. I saw a documentary about Mo Salah while we was in lockdown last year. And it was all these Egyptian fans that Mo Salah is completely and utterly loved in Egypt. He is, as we say, the king. He is the Egyptian king. There's no, ifs or buts. In Egypt, he is the Egyptian king. If he wanted to run for, I don't know, president, I don't know what it is over in Egypt, he'd win every election going. You know what I mean? he is their man. And as soon as, he signed for Liverpool, the whole of Egypt are Liverpool fans. They just buy all Liverpool shirts with Mo Salah on the back. That's why these transfers are important. They help your brand, and look, I mean, they help the brand at the end of the day in the Asian market. He just did, and he's a good footballer, though. He is a good footballer. I just don't think he's suited to English football. I think he needs to go. Minamino do bits in Italy where it's a slower pace. I think he'll do bits in Italy, Minamino. Kai again. Could we have Salah versus Mane in the final AFCON, Jamie? Ah, yes. So they both got to the semi-final. I believe Egypt have got Cameroon, and who has Senegal got? Was it Gamble? I can't remember who Senegal got now. Senegal, I think, will get to the final, and I think Cameroon will get to the final. I just don't know if Cameroon are the host nation. They go have all the fans. I don't know if look, this Egyptian team is terrible. How they've got to the semi-final, I don't know. Take Salah out of this Egyptian side. Look, no one has carried Egypt on their back like Mo Salah has since Cleopatra. That's how that's that's how good Mo Salah is. No one has carried Egypt on their back like this since Cleopatra. That's how good Mo Salah is, guys. He's carrying this nation on his back. If Mo Salah wins the AFCON, if Mo Salah wins the African Cup of Nations with Egypt, right? He is the best. No one can then say he's not the best player in the world. He's won the AFCON with Egypt, for goodness sake. Yeah. Champions League, Premier League, top goal scorer. Look at his goals he scores. You can't deny him no more. He will win the best player in the world next year. There's no doubt about it. Senegal will win the AFCON, in my opinion. Also, I agree Egypt depend on Salah way too much. They do. I think Senegal, more balanced team. They've got better players in the team. Senegal, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Senegal-Cameroon final. That would be my opinion. But yeah, Salah getting Egypt to the semi-finals is, he's done his job. A fantastic effort. And, the final is the same day as we play Cardiff on Sunday. So on Saturday, I believe. So one of them are probably not going to be back. So yeah, really look, it's hard. I want Salah to win the AFCON just to shut everyone up because he's won an international tournament and you can't deny him any longer. But also, I absolutely love Sadio Mane, and if Salah don't need any confidence. Salah's the most confident footballer I've ever seen. He doesn't need a confidence boost. He's going to be perfectly fine. If Renji go out the semi-final, he knows he's done a blinding job with Egypt, getting to the semi-finals of the AFCON. They can come back to Merseyside, and his confidence will still be right up. If Sadio Mane wins the AFCON with Senegal, that man's confidence is going to go through the roof. Now knowing that he's got to fight for his place because Luis Diaz has come in as well, which is going to make him even a better footballer. It's win-win. Senegal got to the final couple of years and lost. Yes, that's true. That's true. So, guys, Luis Diaz. He is now our number 23. Next year, I expect him to take the number 7 shirt because Milner has come out and said this will be his last season with Liverpool. He's leaving in the summer. So, I would expect Luis Diaz to take that number 7 shirt next season. But at this moment in time, he's our number 23, guys. He's a left winger from Colombia. He's Colombia's best player. He was Porto's best player. He was the best player in Portugal. We've played against him twice already this season. We know what he's got. I'll show you some stats here, guys. I'm going to share my screen. So, guys, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and make it a bit bigger for you guys. 1 second. So, guys, this is Luis Diaz's stats this season. If you can't see it, guys, I'll try and read it off for you. So, guys, this is on Transfer Market. He's going to be wearing a number 23. As you can see, his stats here. See if I've got that up. I've got that up. Hopefully you can see this, guys. Hopefully you can see this. I'll try and zoom in a little bit more if I can for you. Oh. I'll try and zoom in a little bit more. There you go, guys. Hope you can see that. That's just about as much as I can get at this moment in time. So there's his stats, guys. So let's go through his stats because he's having a fantastic season so far this season. So in Liverpool win in Portugal, he's played 18 games so far this season. I believe he has scored 14 goals. So he's played a total of 28 games and 16 goals, 6 assists, 3 yellow cards. He's played 6 games in the Champions League so far this season, scoring 2. I believe that's the Portugal Cup where he played 3 games and got an assist. So all in all, so far this season, he's played 28 games, 16 goals, and 6 assists and 3 yellow cards. That he's played 2,272 minutes. So basically, he plays all the time. He's fit as a fiddle. That tells you. He's been mostly playing as a left midfielder. He's played 24 games playing as a left midfielder, where he has scored 14 goals. But as a left winger, he's played 4 games and 2 goals. So he played a little bit deeper at times for Porto than he will do when he plays for Liverpool. As you can see there, that's where he's played 24 times, more in that left midfield position here. But this is where he's going to play for Liverpool, in this left wing position where he's played 4 times this season for Porto, and obviously he's got 2 goals. But 28 games and 16 goals and 6 assists is a fantastic record this season for Diaz. And as we can see, if we go back to the season before, let's go to the season before. So last season, so this is where he's jumped up in quality from one year to the next. So last season, he played 30 games in the league last season. So he played almost all the games last season, but he only got 6 goals and 5 assists. He played 9 Champions League games last season with 2 goals, 6 Spanish Cups and 1 goal. Most of the time last season, he was swapping from left mid to left wing. He played 17 games in left mid, 17 games in left wing. He got more of his goals, 5 of his goals from left wing last season, 4 of them from left midfield, 3 assists and 1 assist. So there's progression there. As you can see, he's progressing. He's only 25 and he's only just turned 25. He's a fantastic footballer, and he's only going to progress better for Liverpool. He's only going to play better for Liverpool. You know, in more of an attacking team. Now, I know Porto are attacking, but Liverpool have far more quality. You know, he's going to be playing with Jota. You know, this is what I love. He's going to be playing with people like Mane, Jota, you know, Salah, Bobby Firmino. You know, he's going to have a midfield behind him of like Thiago, Fabinho, Harvey Elliott, you know, Hendo, Ox, Curtis Jones. You know, he's going to have better players. He's going to be playing with better footballers. He's going to have Robbo running down his left-hand side for 90 minutes constantly, taking players away so he can take more space up. You know, he's got Trent crossing the ball from the right-hand side. You know, it's fantastic. I mean, he's only going to get better and better and better. As his stats show, last season to this season, the improvement is massive in his game. Absolutely ginormous. Obviously, he came from Junior FC. That's where Porto bought him from. He played 86 games, scoring 20 goals. And for Porto, he played 125 games, 41 goals, and 19 assists. It's a fantastic record. As I say, he's only just turned 25. That's an absolutely fantastic record that Luis Diaz has got there. And as I say, he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. He's quick. He's direct. As we know, he's techie. He likes to take a player on. He can take a player on. And you know, it helps with Luis Diaz as well. When we play them low block teams. So when Liverpool play low block teams, we struggle sometimes when we play a lower block side. Luis Diaz will help with that because he can dribble. He can take a player on, and he's so quick and direct. And we have choices now in our forward line, which I love. For the first time in quite a while, we can rest players without worrying. So Sadio Mane plays. He's been playing every week for 4 years. This is why Mane's shattered, because of squad depth. We can tell Sadio, sit this game out, mate. Lewis is going to play. So you can play Diaz off the left, Jota in the middle, Salah on the right. You know, say you want to drop Salah for a game, you know, and we're going to give Salah a little rest here. Go leave Salah a break, just one game off. You know, we'll play Mane on the right, Diaz on the left, and we'll go play Bobby in the middle and have Jota have a rest. And then we've got Jota and Salah come off the bench, but then you still got Diaz, Mane, and Bobby on the pitch. Squad depth. That attacking lineup of them five is as good as anywhere else in Europe. I don't care what anyone says. That is an amazing front five. We can just swap it all about. You can have Jota on the left one game, Jota on the left to one game, Salah on the right, and, you know, Bobby through the middle, and have Diaz and Mane on the bench. Swap. You imagine, look, we're going to have two. Hiya, Chris. Hope you're good, my man. We're going to have two fantastic attackers on our bench every week. It's probably going to be, to start off, it's probably going to be Bobby and Diaz on the bench. Can you imagine bringing Bobby and Diaz off the bench? Fantastic. I just want to quickly get to one thing before I finish up here, guys. So Fabio Carvalho to Fulham, from Fulham. Liverpool is still hoping to get this done at this moment in time. Let me just show you guys. I will just share this with you right now. So Fabio Carvalho, Liverpool is still pushing to sign the Fulham and England youth international forward. I don't know why I say England youth. He's Portuguese, but there you go. But I think he can play for England, can't he? He's entered the last 6 months of his contract. So what it is, so Liverpool basically, afternoon, Jade, here in Bolton. Yes, Jade, yeah, we broke the news on here earlier, Jade. Yeah, he's going on there on loan. Here in Phillips on loan in Bournemouth. Can our squad depth cope with that? Yeah. I mean, we've got 4 amazing centre-backs, ain't we? That's why he was never going to play. I feel for him, but he needs to play football because he's too good just to sit there and wait. But yeah, our man here, Fabio Carvalho, we're not sure if this transfer is going to go through yet, guys. We're hoping it is. It's going to be close. Liverpool want to do the job now. Fulham want the job done now because they don't want him going for free in the summer, because then when it goes to tribunal, because of his age, he's under 21, you have to pay a tribunal price. And it'll probably be a lot cheaper than what they could get now, which is 7 million euros, up to 7 million pounds. They believe Harvey Elliott, because we got Harvey Elliott, we paid the tribunal price for Harvey Elliott. And Fulham believe that was really cheap, and they don't want to make that mistake again. So, and Liverpool want to do the business now because they don't want other teams coming in for him when he's a free. So we're going to talk about that more later, guys. I've got to go now, but I'm going to be back at 6 o'clock this evening, and we're going to go through a bit more of the transfer deadline stuff, guys. More questions, come in the comments. We're going to have a good show. So, guys, 6 o'clock this evening. I'll be on for about an hour and a half. We'll go through the rest of transfer deadline day. Get your comments into me, guys. That video is all set up and all that now, guys. So if you go onto that video now, that it's already set up and everything, go and smash the likes on that 6 o'clock show. Now, guys, go and smash the likes on it and leave comments on that video right now, guys, because it's all up there waiting. And I'll be live at 6 o'clock and we'll go through all your questions, guys, all your comments, and hopefully we've got some more deadline day news. So, guys, till a bit later on, 6 o'clock today, I will see you later. You'll